Thank you, gentlemen, and welcome everyone to OCP Tech Week. My name is Steve Helvey, and I'm the VP of Channel for OCP. Today, I'll be talking about the OCP Solution Provider Program, around the market opportunity, how the program has changed over the years, a little bit about the marketplace, and then where we're headed overall with the channel. So the OCP Solution Provider Program is our reseller channel. It's made up of members who are component suppliers, full rack systems integrators, software companies, even data center operators. And there's really two main goals for this program. One is to drive adoption of OCP hardware. And the second is to build an ecosystem of profitable partners to go address this market opportunity. And what is the market opportunity? It's $11 billion forecasted in 2023 with strong growth. This year, particularly, we've seen really strong growth from our manufacturers. The actual market share within those manufacturers relative to, say, traditional hardware vendors continues to outpace the competitors. And then open networking alone is expected to be 1.3 billion in the next few years. So we expect that to be a really great opportunity for a lot of our partners. So who's looking? What type of companies are looking at open compute? It's driven a lot by telcos and tier 2 cloud service providers. And you move down to gaming and HPC that are starting to do some testing and initial deployments. And then one of the fastest growing areas is around edge. So as companies start to look at different edge deployments, they're looking at open designs, and OCP fits nicely into retail and oil and gas and some of those other markets. So why are they looking at open compute? It's primarily to take cost out of the equation. They like the ability to move suppliers if needed. So having one specification and then having multiple suppliers fulfill that. They like the idea of having something that's been certified by a broad community. So our OCP accepted, our OCP inspired, and ready designations are becoming a differentiator. As I mentioned earlier, about a single worldwide SKU, they like that commonality. And then lastly, if you look at the right-hand side and you group, say, reduce electricity consumption, circular economy, green values, and climate friendly, when you put all those together, it's a very important emerging area and a business reason why people would be moving to open designs. So as we look forward to the opportunity, it's interesting to take a look back at where the program was and how it's matured over the years. When I joined in 2014, we had 5 solution providers, very high entry fees. There was no product branding whatsoever, and we had no marketplace. So then in late 2016, there was a really big significant impact when we introduced OCP Accepted and OCP Inspired, and that allowed people to brand their open compute products, get them certified or recognized by the foundation, and be able to brand them to the broader market. And then in early 2017, we rolled out the marketplace that it gave vendors another avenue to go market their products. And then in 2019, I would say it's more of a diversification of the program, where we introduced OCP Ready, which is a certification for data center operators that can get their facility recognized as OCP Ready, having their ability to deploy and support OCP racks. We also introduced integrated solutions, which are partial or full rack solutions supported by our partners, as well as circular economy offerings. And across each of these sectors, you will start to see the software that runs on that hardware. So we really put a focus on what kind of enterprise software is running on this integrated solution or this circular economy solution. And that brings us to where we are today. Over 25 members in the program, over 150 products and solutions. We reduced a lot of the barriers to entry to where now we can draw more regional and vertical SIs into the program. So here's a quick snapshot of those 25 companies. And again, you'll see component providers such as EdgeCore and Inspur, Mytech, and WeWin, and Eufy Space. You'll see systems integrators like Atlantis out of Africa, Circle B out of the Netherlands, Celeris out of Paris, Hive out of North America, Vespertech out of the UK, and Vodia, our most recent solution provider, out of Poland. You'll see distributors like EPS Global and ECI Networks out of Canada. And lastly, you'll see facilities, these OCP-ready facilities. Cheora, our most recent OCP-ready facility out of China, Space DC out of Southeast Asia, Hydro 66 out of Sweden, KO Data, and Rackspace out of the UK. So a really broad spectrum of members that we see across this entire solution provider program. And when companies are looking at open compute products, they'll start their journey, most likely, browsing our marketplace, either at the beginning or sometime during the procurement process. So our marketplace has 3 different segments on it. We're getting a little over 10,000 visits per month to the marketplace. It's a 27% increase year over year. We attribute that some to the integrated solutions and circular economy offerings, and others it's just an organic growth in that number, and it's spread pretty evenly across the regions. I thought it'd be fun to take a look at the most viewed products on the marketplace. Here are the top 5. Out of all the products on our marketplace, the OpenRack still leads far and away by the most popular product viewed on our marketplace, followed by Yosemite and Tioga Pass. And then our edge products, so the edge chassis and the cell site router, are very, very highly viewed. When it comes to integrated solutions, our top 3 is a central office telco solution put together by Mitek and EdgeCore that's running some ONF and Kubernetes software. We have a 5G disaggregated network which profiles all of the different EdgeCore devices across the network, including when you reach the core and the edge, some Mitek and WeWin solutions. And then, of course, the software on top with Sonic and Red Hat and some ONF as well. And the third is a Red Hat OpenShift container. This is a great example of a partner-led solution from Circle B out of the Netherlands, and this has already been deployed in Europe today. Our 3 most viewed circular economy solutions starts off with some modular data centers. These are modular data centers that come fully equipped with IT Renew hardware, the second user circular economy hardware. So IT Renew is partnered with Swedish Modules and PCX to put together a great comprehensive solution for modular needs. IT Renew also has Sesame for open systems, so they have an entire Sesame line of products. This one here that I'm showing is the second most highly viewed on our website for circular economy. And third is the Sesame Fast Start, which is a great desk side unit that allows people to do a quick start and get their hands on open compute hardware quite rapidly. So it's not just IT Renew that sells this direct, but they have a group of partners and members throughout the world that can help deliver second user economy solutions. On our OCP Ready platform and our data centers, as I mentioned earlier when I went through the list of solution providers, we span the globe now from Giga data centers in North Carolina to Hydro, KO in Europe, Cheora in China, and Space DC in Southeast Asia. And this program is just a little over a year with a really strong pipeline of more facilities to come. Now, when it comes to partnerships, people don't just look at Open Compute Marketplace or come to us directly. They can acquire and learn about OCP hardware through some of our partnership programs with other open organizations. ONF is a good example where we have partnered with them on their hardware certification program, where they focus on the software, the underlying hardware can be certified as OCP, and it's available on their marketplace. So we'll be doing more with ONF in the coming year. The same goes for TIP. This is a great example around the cell site gateway router, which we had one specification with EdgeCore that came through both organizations, the Telco Infrastructure Project and OCP. So one common spec, 2 organizations to address the telco needs. So where are we headed with the channel? We're going to continue and increase our focus on integrated solutions, specifically running enterprise-grade software. So the more popular enterprise software needs, we're going to address that, and we're going to identify the gaps and find partners to fill those. We're going to increase our collaboration with ONF and TIP. An example of that would be, say, around Open RAN and the Edge. We're going to become the platform for circular economy. So IT Renew and Sesame have done a great job of establishing the solutions, and I want to take it on OCP's community efforts to help build that platform for people to get quick access to second user hardware and start their OCP journey. And lastly, I want people, once they have a chance to acquire OCP hardware, to find a data center operator that knows OCP, that understands it, and that has optimized their facility for OCP hardware. And when you put different components of integrated solutions with platform circular economy in an OCP ready data center, you're going to find some pretty interesting solutions. We already have partners putting in the pipeline OCP as a service offerings. So cloud service offerings running on OCP hardware at a fraction of what you can get in public cloud. And I anticipate we'll have more advanced cooling solutions with immersion opportunities. So there's a lot coming in the pipeline. I'm really, really excited about the health of the channel and the types of solutions that are becoming. So the call to action: if you're a potential adopter, visit the marketplace or reach out to me if you have any questions around the particular partner or the solution, and I'll try to help best we can. If you're on the hardware engineering side and you're a technical designer, try to ensure that that the things you're working on have common platforms if you're interested in open compute around firmware and security and hardware management tools. This allows you to quickly align with specifications that are coming through and get to market faster. And always be thinking about what does the enterprise need when it comes to software, and then rely on our solution integrators to help fulfill that need. Thank you very much, and have a great OCP Tech Week.